By 2025, we expect new spacecraft designed for long journeys to allow us to begin the first ever crewed missions beyond the moon into deep space. And a landing on Mars will follow.
We're all going to die someday. And if you're going to pick some place to die, then why not Mars? Let's make this real.
SpaceX is special forces. We take on the missions that others deem impossible.
He asks us to do the impossible, but it's only unattainable until you attain it, right?
We're only able to do this because of you guys. So it's without you, this could not be possible. So I just want to say thank you very much. All of our secrets are right here.
Elon can be very overbearing. I've seen Elon fire dozens and dozens and dozens of people.
I was drinking out of a fire hose every single day for years and years and years. So it just felt like how we did things.
I don't know how he does it. He just keeps going and going and going. He's amazing. He can just take the pain of dealing with it constantly, and most of us can't.
He gets up every morning thinking, what can I do for humanity today? How can I do something that will be impactful to humanity of the future? That's what he's focused on.
If he asks me to jump, I'm going to ask him how high.
Can we just break for a second?
Sure, of course. Yeah.
Man, I sure hope it was worth it. Sure hope so. Sure hope it was worth it.
Last week, SpaceX's Starship, the world's most powerful rocket ever built, had its first launch but unfortunately exploded after 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the air. However, Elon Musk congratulated his engineers, calling it a successful test. Starship is SpaceX's most ambitious project to date, not only aimed at helping humans return to the moon and eventually sending them to Mars, but also completely revolutionizing intercontinental travel on Earth. While the Starship test launch is undoubtedly exciting, what continues to intrigue me the most is the person who conceived of all of this and miraculously made it a reality, Elon Musk. In 2022, 2 documentaries related to Elon Musk were released: Return to Space and The Elon Musk Show. These 2 documentaries don't conduct new interviews with Elon, but instead use a wealth of archival materials and interviewed many people close to him, including his family, ex-wife, friends, colleagues, and even enemies, to create a one-man show without a protagonist from multiple perspectives. I will attempt to outline Elon's personality profile based on this, exploring what kind of person the real Elon Musk is, behind the incredible achievements in both the technology and business fields. As a symbol of modern innovation, Elon Musk has a complex personality and multiple identities. Although he has never attempted to hide this, he is still a mystery to us. His story is not just about technological leaps and commercial wealth, but also about how a person persistently pursues their dreams and is not afraid of challenges. Many people know about Elon because of the controversies he frequently causes on social media. Before becoming the CEO of Twitter this year, he was a heavy user of the platform with 100 million followers. Whether he is candid or reckless, with sincerity or thoughtful plan, from politics to stock exchanges, from Dogecoin to the youth football team trapped in a cave in Thailand, Elon uses Twitter to influence people's nerves and the stock market with his fingertips. He is one of the biggest internet celebrities of this era. With the media's exaggerated portrayal, he has become a combination of an angel and a devil. So the question facing us is, should we celebrate his success, or should we fear his power?
But how do they know if it's going to move the market if they're not reading all of them before you send them?
Well, I guess we might make some mistakes. Who knows?
Are you serious?
He's perfect.
That is why he's so dangerous on Twitter, because he's a powerful person who's completely, totally irresponsible.
And in a lot of other cases, I just don't think he cares.
We admire him for that. We don't want to be him, because with those companies, he gets a lot of hate. Stop being mean to him. I hate it when the media are mean to him.
A successful entrepreneur must be confident, humble, and have wisdom to respond to various questions, be flexible in dealing with consumers, investors, and employees, and know how to use their knowledge and personality to be attractive to those they want to cooperate with. If Elon is lucky, then the luckiest aspect of him is that he already has that kind of charm without having to distort himself. He once said in interviews,
"I'm just being me." It's not as much fun being me as you'd think. I'm not sure I want to be me.
Well, it seems that he himself is not sure what elements make him attractive and persuasive, and where they come from. So let's take a look at what we can find from his entrepreneurial journey. Beginning with his startup company, Zig2, and the first bucket of gold he earned from PayPal, Elon Musk worked tirelessly to master any knowledge that sparked his curiosity, and always found a path to turn them into business opportunities. He is not only a fast learner but also possesses an unwavering nature. In most cases, this kind of perseverance is more likely to evolve into stubbornness and result in failure. However, tragedy did not happen to Elon. Throughout his entrepreneurial experience, he always had the two external conditions necessary for success: the support from professionals in various industries, and the favor of heaven at critical moments. And these two factors can be attributed to his unique personal charm. Elon experienced at least one miracle in the early stages of SpaceX and Tesla. The first story is about the development of SpaceX's first rocket, the Falcon 1. Between 2006 and 2008, Elon originally planned only 3 launches that he was capable of achieving, but all of them failed. However, miraculously, SpaceX still had enough parts to assemble Falcon 1 again. Only a little over a month after the third failure, it was urgently tested for the 4th time, optimized only with software, but successfully launched the rocket into orbit. Another miracle is related to Tesla's finance. After the 2008 financial crisis, Tesla encountered financing difficulties. Some bloggers on the internet wrote articles every day counting down to Tesla's bankruptcy. In 2010, Elon decided to take Tesla public through Nasdaq financing under a lot of risks. Amidst ridicule and mockery, Tesla's stock, sold at $17 per share, closed at $23.89 on the first day, rising 40% and raising at least $200 million in funds for Tesla. The reason why these two miracles can actually be attributed to Elon's personal charm is that, achieving these two good results was not entirely due to luck, but rather the collective recognition of outstanding engineers, Wall Street investors, and countless people attracted by Elon to his venture. Of course, people don't always follow him unconditionally. Even the most dazzling charm has its moments of disappearance. Excellent achievements always require a high price to be paid.
He was really angry. It was so bizarre, and kind of the blink of an eye, I saw him snap out of it and recognize that it was me, and it was fine, and he apologized to me the next day. But it was in that moment that I decided, and it is time to go.
As one of the people who helped Elon build his miracles, some were fired, and others resigned because they couldn't tolerate his workaholic, high-pressure style. There is only one Elon Musk in the world. He seems to have a strong immunity to the negative energy brought by difficulties, as if it were a superpower. He can directly predict the upcoming success, thus greatly alleviating the anxiety felt on the road to achieving the ultimate goal. He wholeheartedly believes that the plan is feasible and only requires hard work, but what people working for him often see is not necessarily the case. Therefore, he can become extremely oppressive and arbitrary. Elon hired George Blankenship, who had been appointed by Steve Jobs to do international marketing for Apple products, as Tesla's vice president to help run Tesla, which had just gone public. However, for more than 2 years after 2010, Tesla's production capacity could not meet delivery deadlines. After rough financial calculations, Elon tweeted and boasted that Tesla would be expected to turn a profit in the first quarter of 2013. Upon hearing this news later, Blankenship was shocked. In an interview of the documentary, he is choked up as he recounts how Tesla accomplished this nearly impossible task. Although they eventually fulfilled their orders on the last day of March 2013, making Tesla a profitable car company, the high workload made many participants reconsider whether it was worth it. Tesla indeed made history, and Elon received adulation and wealth, but the time that those who worked for him lost with their families could not be compensated for with what they gained. In fact, Elon's workaholic nature dates back to his early days of entrepreneurship in Silicon Valley, where he frequently stayed up late, sleeping under his desk. He often complained about employees not being willing to work overtime. When Tesla was on the brink of bankruptcy during the 2008 financial crisis, he poured all his personal assets into it and raised $40 million through private loans to keep it afloat. Later, he even moved his desk to the production workshop at the Tesla factory to brainstorm 24/7 on how to improve production.
He asks us to do the impossible, but he modeled that himself. So, how are you going to tell the hardest working man in the world that, like, no, I can't get that done?
Those willing to go to great lengths for him did so, because they saw that he led by example. This makes me even more curious about what is driving his seemingly endless power of self-possession.
Why did you want to take the risks in these businesses that you've gone into?
I have to say, at times I've wondered, creating a company is almost like having a child. So it's sort of like, how do you say your child should not have food?
You have to feed it and nurse it, take care of it, even if it ruins you.
Yeah.
Elon, who is a Twitter celebrity, has always had a strong interest in pop culture. He enjoys playing with memes, showcasing his sense of humor, and SNL has naturally become one of his favorite stages. In his first self-deprecating meme, he revealed himself to be a person with Asperger's syndrome, which is a type of autism without intellectual disabilities, commonly referred to as the genius disease. People with this condition have communication barriers beyond language, lack of coordination, strange postures, and a certain degree of lack of empathy. However, they generally have excellent memory and invest their passions in specific things, which seems to explain why Elon is both exceptionally intelligent and often behaves oddly and humorously, similar to Donald Trump.
Elon is not going to buy Twitter. Nah, he's got himself a mess. He said the other day, I've never voted for a Republican. I said, I didn't know that. He told me he voted for me. So he's another bullshit artist, but he's not going to be buying it.
In the video materials of Elon featured in the documentary, he tears up several times. One is that he looks back at the moment when the old heroes led by Armstrong publicly opposed NASA's providing orders to SpaceX.
There are American heroes who don't like this idea. And I wonder what you think of that.
Those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here. And I think that would change their mind.
The other time he almost sheds tears is in an interview about his childhood in South Africa. That may explain the origin of his Asperger's.
You grew up in South Africa?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you have a happy childhood?
No, it's terrible.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why was it terrible?
Aside from being bullied in school, this is mainly due to his father. Elon Musk was a very learned person and a successful engineer and entrepreneur in South Africa. Young Elon learned various scientific knowledge and skills from him. But according to him and his mother's description, his father was also a temperamental person. His mother even suffered domestic violence during their honeymoon. Elon says in an interview that although his father did not use physical violence against him, the impact of psychological violence was unbearable. This also explains why he decided to leave South Africa at the age of 17. Fortunately, Elon's mother had a very positive influence on him. Mae Musk is a nutritionist and model. In the movie, she wears a gray hair bun and a candy pink silk shirt with a polo collar, openly praising her son and repeating, "He is a genius."
I'm happy to say that SpaceX and Tesla are in the hands of my brilliant son. Well, genius son.
She was convinced of this when Elon was very young. After her divorce, Mae raised her 3 children alone, fostering their independent thinking and willingness to take responsibility. Elon is very grateful for his mother's support and encouragement, even inviting her to be the spokesperson and ambassador of SpaceX in its early days. Mae's family has a spirit of adventure running through their blood. Her father, Elon's grandfather, once exchanged a car for an airplane. He first flew over North America, then traveled the world with Mae's mother in a second plane. Mae and her siblings had to fend for themselves when their parents were away, which is similar to how she later raised Elon. Perhaps Elon's genius genes partly come from Asperger's syndrome, but his family history and special upbringing should better explain what makes him a genius. The documentary also delves into Elon's love life. He has had 2 ex-wives and 1 ex-girlfriend. The main interviewee in the documentary is his second wife, British actress Tallulah Riley. After getting married in 2010, they went through a divorce, remarriage, and divorce again. They did not have children but co-parented 5 children through in vitro fertilization with Elon's first wife, Justine Wilson, twins, and triplets. With Tallulah, we see Elon's gentle and vulnerable side, proving that Elon is definitely not the emotionless robot or alien that some people think he is.
He has a kind of innocence to him. He feels with incredible purity the emotion that he is feeling at the time, whatever that emotion is. He feels things very, very deeply. So, I've heard it said that he's cold and emotionless, and that could not be further from the truth. He is the most emotional person I know.
She also talks about a red carpet experience where Elon accompanied her, holding an umbrella and being considerate, and no one knew who Elon Musk was back then. Elon's previous girlfriend was the Canadian electronic musician, Grimes, who was known for her avant-garde electronic music and unique style. Elon once said that he thought Grimes was not a real person, but a character he had created in his cerebral cortex, because it was hard to imagine how they could be so compatible otherwise. But actually, they broke up after dating for 3 years. They have 2 children through surrogacy. Their daughter Nevada died 10 days after birth, and their son has a magical name, XAEA12 Musk. They claim that they still love each other, but legal documents show that a few weeks before this boy with a strange name was born, Elon and Siobhan Zilis, a high-ranking executive of his company Neuralink, had a pair of twins.
Don't discount Elon. Don't say no to Elon. He's... you're going to lose. You're going to lose.
It will be unquestionable that he is a combination of Einstein, Tesla, and Rockefeller.
The great thing about Elon is that he understands that failure is part of the development. And he's been that way ever since the day I met him.
In Elon's mind, that dystopia is coming, and they want to be that hero. It's not about you or me, and it's not even about the truth of what's going to happen to our planet. It's just really a monument to their childhood.
He hates when people, more than anything, I think, he hates when people bet against him. I think it's like a real thing for him.
Like many tech geeks, Elon had a childhood fascination with dystopian science fiction novels. He believed that our planet is on the brink of collapse, and that the switch from carbon-based energy to renewable energy is an urgent task for humanity. The idea of going to Mars had also taken root in his imagination, and would occupy an important place in his later ambitions. Although I still cannot make a definitive conclusion about what kind of person Elon Musk is, with rich materials and reliable evidence, I can at least make the following judgment. His motivation to solve Earth's pollution problem is pure, and all of this is related to Mars. SpaceX builds rockets, spacecraft, and communication satellites. Tesla produces cars. The Boring Company digs tunnels. SolarCity makes solar panels and batteries. Elon's new industrial ecology seems to be preparing for the colonization of Mars. He is well aware of what he is doing. There is no secret conspiracy behind all of this. His imagination is still as vibrant as it was in childhood. Just like all of his previous fantastic plans, sending humans to Mars in 2029 still sounds crazy. Elon is a practical entrepreneur. Most of his companies produce tangible goods. Perhaps there are reasons to worry about the hidden desires and ambitions of a billionaire with millions of worshippers around the world. Maybe he could become the first transnational dictator in human history, but I really hope that SpaceX can take humanity to Mars. Although I may not be one of the first 100 passengers on the spaceship, and I may not have the chance to go to the moon or Mars in this lifetime, being able to witness humanity taking that step would also be satisfying for me.